Hi students, in this video we're going to look at how to determine the equation of a hyperbola by looking at its graph. So after watching this video you should be able to determine the equation of a hyperbola from its graph. Clear enough, I hope. Right, biggest things to recall, the equations of our rectangular hyperbola, so y equals a over x minus h plus k. Key things are, from there, our asymptotes are x equals h and y equals k, which will meet at our coordinates hk. And yeah, that's about it as far as things you have to recall. Now, our steps for determining the equation of our hyperbola. So first of all, we want to determine the values of h and k from the asymptotes, and then we can substitute them straight to our equation. Pretty straightforward. So find your asymptotes, determine your values for h and k, put them into your formula. After that, we just need to work out our value of a, which we can get by substituting in some coordinate that's on our graph, and then rearranging to get a. And then final step is to write out our equation. So don't just think because you found out a, you're done. The question asks for the equation of the graph, so you make sure you actually write out the equation of the graph. Right, we have to determine the equation of this hyperbola. So to start off with, the first thing we have to do is our asymptotes. So looking at our graph, they are x equals, this x value here is -2, so x equals -2, and y, that value there is 1. Y equals 1. So those values we can put straight into our formula. So it'll be y equals a over x. Now our asymptote is -2, so when we put it into our formula, it will change to a positive because it is with that x term, and technically it is in brackets, we just don't write the brackets in here. And then we can say +1 because our y value stays the same. Now our second step is to substitute in our point. So we've got a point on our curve here, we've got our x-intercept, -5, 0. And then we can rearrange for a. So we've got 0 equals a over -5 plus 2 plus 1. Continuing up here, so it'll be 0 equals a over -3 plus 1. So -1 equals, -1 equals a over -3, rearranging that, 3 equals a. And so from there, we can now write out our formula, and which is just going to be y equals 3 over, we don't need the brackets, but x plus 2 plus 1 is the equation for our hyperbola. Right, so after watching this video, you should be able to determine the equation of a graph of a hyperbola from its graph.